Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Sharks, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sharks will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
He's still filling the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sharks offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Motion from the offense. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Sharks have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And offenses want to get run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Sharks decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So the Boise State Broncos offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now on second down. Trying play action. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sharks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Genty. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intention.
Afterburners coming. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to pass, it's Nelson. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy 1st down.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line, really. Done on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barge their way in. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. It is good! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
The Sharks will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Sharks will call on their punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That's reeled in. It's Genty. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Release to the back. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Nelson. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. Couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. These corners going to give them some space. Nice move to keep moving. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. Still a 17-point cushion. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Bringing it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense set on 1st down. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Fights off a defender. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Genty. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to it.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Sharks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Genty. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Quarterback now breaking the field. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone.
Touchdown, Boise State! And the stomping has commenced. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. It's all ready for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 2nd down coming up. Back to the air one more time. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this.
And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. The Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the ground. Touchdown Broncos. And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Slings it. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to move it through the air. Throwing right. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's McGowan.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. How about this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to power it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Sharks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay move just does a little double checking to make sure. Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see.
Oh, it's loose. And the defense has it there going the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skilled players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll leave it with him. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Going to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They go to the ground. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.